Therefore Don Vito concluded that with the current number of groups with special interests, it would be impossible to bring order and peace until the number of factions was significantly reduced. There were 6 families that were too powerful to eliminate, but the rest were all small, independent groups and gangs that had to be eliminated. And so, he put all the resources at his disposal against them. It took 3 years for the total pacification of the New York area, but just before they reached that milestone, an incident occurred that almost ruined all that he had worked for. A small Irish gang that the Don had marked for extermination almost succeeded in actually taking out the Don himself. The assassin had shot the Don in his chest. Even though he was then riddled with bullets by Vito's men, the damage was already done. This unfortunate incident gave Sonny his chance. With his father out of action, Sonny took over a regime, holding the rank of cop regime, and shocked everyone with his genius, strategic ability and merciless ruthlessness, which had been Don Corleone's only weakness.
5 seconds left!
For 2 years, Sonny had built a reputation as being cunning and ferocious leader the underworld had yet come to know. He rivaled bosses with significant amounts of experience compared to him, and yet he still would come out on top. His sheer ruthlessness made them know that he truly was a force to be reckoned with, similar to his father. However, even Sonny was nowhere near the ferocity or...
Everyone loves spreadsheets. Actually, they don't. But check this out. Okay, Monday.com, get started, import from spreadsheet, and... Holy shit! And no, this is not just a spreadsheet replacement. It's an easy way to build any solution.
One of the most iconic up shaping him and defining the man he would become. Even though we do get a glimpse into how Vito was able to reach the success and position he ended up in, and how he transformed into such a well-respected and eloquent individual, both being feared and loved, we don't really see some of the major events and exactly how he managed to triumph over his enemies and build an empire worth billions. That's why in this mini-series we uncover all these aspects to enable us to have a better understanding of this fascinating character, while also extracting valuable lessons that we can benefit from. And so in this video we will go into depth and unveil exactly how Vito built his businesses, structured his organization, exactly how he manages to continuously grow the empire's wealth and power, but also how he was able to maintain this vast empire and hid his immense wealth from the public's view. However, we will also be going deeper, discussing how the American Mafia was able to achieve unprecedented success and survive as long as it did.
Unto battle!
After the formation of the commission, Vito alongside the other Dons began working on something that up until that point had never...
Battle's starting. Just remember, you got a job to do.
So begins a new age of knowledge. This bores me. Away hence! Hearken unto me! 5. Witness true sorcery. You dare fight me?
Then there was blood everywhere. Oh my.
First blood. It shall be duly noted.
I'll not be interrupted. An honor to fight me.
Do not pretend. You have forgotten me.
Ow. So it is said. Ravagers of armor and will. 'Tis tedious. Attack. With speed. denied! Of course. Yes.
Here I am!
Bury me quills down south about the
Short-lived creatures.
Light my path. One of my favorites. How fragile you are. Concentration. I proceed. Over yon. I am committed. I'm under attack. Harlech's incantation of incineration. I'll keep it in mind. Tis tedious. The seeds of fortune. Needs be. Procure Conrad's most cunning fabrications. Athwart my path. Thus and so. This bores me. Over yon. Elemental. Saffron's protected Frisson. They rule the wicked luck upon me. From the great mystery comics.
That's all.
Orbs light my path. I am committed. The learned one strikes. Threatens my concentration. Calls for my enemies to dwell on me exclusively. Yes. Knowledge is power. I proceed. Behold! Such teeth.
Dyer's doing that glowy kick on us. There, not to do it till that's done.
Fly from naught.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Death.
Someone ought to scramble in there and get the shiny bits.
I'll not be interrupted. Fine. Of course. mindfully.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Concentration. As I spirit.
Silence.
Hearken unto me. I'll keep it in mind. Unto battle! Away, haste! Enlightenment. Harlequ's incantation.
Hey, look at you! Knocking down that bottom tower! Your top tower needs some help.
Thither I
Rally
go.
the troops and get over there!
Have I
Radiant fortified their structures. Pretty good move if you ask me.
avowedly. Of course. An ally from naught. Attack. Concentration. Well away. Exhaust Trisolar. Locked from the arcanery. Experience true swift.
This is mayhem.
The seeds of what concentration. Exalt.
The top tower is under attack. You'll be fine, long as that top tower don't fall. Oh wait, it's already gone.
Ravagers of armor and will. Fine. From deep within. Sun enlightenment. Vital attention.
Killing spree. That makes two. Terrifying.
I am committed to power. So it is said. Conrad's most cunning fabrications from the great mystery. With speed. Over yon.
Dire's putting up a barricade.
Rate of impetuous double engagement. I'm well aware of it. Yes. Boss boss. I proceed. Celebrity. My foes are off.
Quite dangerous, this one. Double kill.
Athwart my path.
You better poof on over to your bottom tower.
Support.
You and a couple of friends could probably stop that.
This bores me. An incantation long remembered.
This is mayhem.
This back in top.
Reef.
That's for me. As needs be. light my path. Witness true sorcery. Mirol's Hindergast. Forth we...
Your middle tower's under attack.
I'll keep it. Wex, Fox, Wex. Exhaust trio.
Double kills. Unstoppably scary. That makes two.
Unto battle! Exhaust though! Mother spell, I will. Chaos meteor! Incantation.
One wicked slaughter. This is warning.
Speed.
Your middle tower has fallen. I don't even know where to start.
Unto battle! Expressive mana force! This is my art. I am coming geist of lethargy! Reforged spirit, not yet. A rich tradition.
Your middle tower is under attack. Look, the enemy's attacking your middle tower. Your middle tower has fallen. They're trying to knock down your middle tower. Best thing about the enemy's top tower is it's gone. If your mid tower could talk, it'd be pretty mad at you. Dig in and defend that sucker.
I'm under attack! Nigh unto death. Wastrio Carax descent. True arcanery thrives. Mindfully. Yield of Wexhort. As needs be. Well-gotten gains. Away hence. Well away. Yes. Experience true swiftness. An honor to fight me. I'm well aware of it. So it is said. Make a fine humus. Fine.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
They're all dead!
Forthwith. A rich plot.
Enemy's bottom tower's gone. Nice, right? Are you even watching your top tower?
Killing spree.
Peculiar. Arcane eye. Only
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Enemy's bottom barracks just took a dive. A lot better ventilation. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Those barracks are stuffed.
Of course.
Hey, the enemy's top tower's gone. You done good.
Concentration.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
Pretty.
The enemy's top barracks has fallen.
I'll keep it in mind. Thus and so.
Enemy's middle tower is no more.
Arcanery thrives.
They're all dead!
One of my favorites. Tis tedious.
This is mayhem.
They're all dead!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
I proceed.
The enemy's middle barracks, I just assumed. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. You now have mega creeps. Put your back into it. This one's almost done. Enemy's middle tower just turned into a pile of rocks.
Dangerous, this one.
Enemy's middle tower just hit the dust.
Athwart my path. I proceed.
Dire structures are fortified.
Orbs light my path.
Radiant victory!
Run breathing. Victory!
Never been done before. They were going to organize crime.
You were around the old timers, dreamed of how the family should be organized, based on the old legions of all the machines, capital and soldiers, and it worked. Yeah, it worked. And we was like the Roman Empire. Corleone family was like the Roman Empire. It was once.
One key factor that allowed the Mafia to survive as long as did, especially compared to other criminal organizations, was how well structured and organized they were. In the world of The Godfather, it was primarily Vito alongside the other Dons who had formulated this structure. But in real life it was Salvatore Maranzano who had come up with this strict hierarchical structure. It is similar or even can be said to be based on its Sicilian origins. However, later on Lucky Luciano would make a few notable changes and additions based on Maranzano's creation. At the very top of this hierarchy is the boss or the Don. The boss, as the name entails, is the head of the organization. He is the one who makes all the important decisions and is obeyed by everyone. Much like a CEO of a company, the boss oversees all the operation of the family, however delegates most of his mundane or day-to-day responsibilities to his inner circle, which includes his consigliere, his underboss and capo regimes. Each boss's management style might differ. Some like to be more hands-on, ensuring their underlings are kept at bay.
I want to stay close to everything. Because being on the spot, I can see trouble immediately. Trouble is like a cancer. You gotta get it early. If you don't get it early, it gets too big, then it kills you. That's why you gotta cut it out. Wish?
Is buying $1 million ringgit property with none of your own cash possible? Huh? Hi, my name is Michael Tan. Would you be interested if I show?
But some others like to delegate or are less involved with the criminal operations themselves, and rather only focus on the bigger ventures. Regardless of how involved they are in the day-to-day operations, the bosses command respect by both their subordinates and even outsiders, who know that crossing a Don or saying the wrong thing could have some serious consequences. And so when a boss gives an order, it better become a reality. Vito Corleone was the personification of the perfect mafia boss. He was intelligent, he was respected, he was feared, and more importantly knew how to pull the strings of power. Being the Don gives you power, authority and respect, and so, it is an extremely desired position, and the ambition of any mafioso to one day reach this title. However, being in such a desirable position means that there is always a massive target on your back, whether it is from rival families, the police, or even people within your very own family. The boss is usually the one who is the biggest target by so many different people. Which is why the Don usually ensures he deals with his underlings through either his consigliere or his underboss. Below the boss comes the two other most powerful positions within the family, and the ones who handle most of the day-to-day activities of the organization. The consigliere is the right-hand man of the boss. He handles and organizes his meeting, reports any important information provided by the lower ranks, and communicates with the other families. The consigliere often represents the boss in negotiations or any other meetings when possible. They are also primarily responsible to provide counsel and act as an advisor to the Don, being able to talk fairly openly and honestly without any repercussions. The consigliere does not engage directly in the criminal operations of the family, and does not command a regime. However, they are still regarded as extremely powerful within the family and viewed as a highly respected position. However, the role of the consigliere and extent of power given can differ depending on the boss and his relationship with the consigliere.
10 seconds.
The Godfather, Don Vito Corleone, heavily relied on his consigliere in all matters.
5 seconds
Although
left.
Tom was not as equipped with the skills necessary for him to be on the level of a Sicilian consigliere, such as Genco Abondando, he still was, however, an excellent example of what a consigliere should be like. He was the perfect peacetime consigliere, utilizing his extensive knowledge of the law, and having studied in some of the most prestigious universities in the world, and combined with Sonny Corleone's knowledge of the street, the Godfather was able to have an edge over all the other Dons. A notable consigliere in real life, Frank Costello, who was also consigliere to Lucky Luciano, when Vito Genovese was the underboss. Now, although he may have less access to the boss, they do hold arguably the more powerful position in the family, and that is the underboss. The underboss is the second in command and holds immense power and authority within the family. Depending on the family, the underboss is usually someone with blood relations to the boss. Although the level of power differs from family to family, however, the underboss is usually the successor, or the one who takes over if for whatever reason the boss is out of action, whether permanently or temporarily. Vito had given this position to his eldest son, Santino. And as we saw when the Don was out of action, it was Sonny's responsibility to take over and control the family.
No action is reaction. All paths find serenity.
The capos or capo regimes act as the role of a captain. Each capo heads a crew or a regime. Although it does differ for each family, but a crew can have anywhere from 10 all the way to 1,000 soldiers. Each family typically has 2 to 6 different regimes, however, as mentioned, differs from family to family. The capos are the ones who manage all the day-to-day activities within their designated territories and report directly to the underboss, sometimes the consigliere. The capos often have direct access to the Don and carry out the orders given to them and relay these orders down to the soldiers. The capos are the primary link between the management, so to speak, and the employees. Don Vito Corleone had only 2 capos, and they were 2 of his most trusted friends, who together had built the empire. Unlike in some other families, both Clemenza and Tessio could directly access the Don due to their years of friendship and did not have constantly go through the underboss. But Vito did not just put 2 of his friends in such a vital position, just as a favor. Rather, he knew what they were capable of and did indeed prove they were definitely the right people for the job. Both men were ferocious in battle, however extremely loyal to their Don, and followed their orders without hesitation.
A journey without end.
And now finally we have the lowest ranking members within the family, the soldiers or made men. This is the official entry point into the family.
Your end has come.
And so after taking the oath of Omerta, they are now official members in the family.
The way is clear.
These were the individuals who really got their hands dirty and carried out the various crimes the family was involved in. But even though they were the lowest ranked members so of the family, and who faced the most day-to-day risks,
must be discovered?
Being a made man came with various different perks that outsiders couldn't access.
A test of training.
There are many different aspects and rules that is involved in maintaining and operating this structure, however we'll go into more detail in a later video, as it really does deserve an entire video to explain all the different intricacies involved.
Destiny awaits us all. None escape my fire.
So, the Mafia was structured in a way where the Don was insulated from any of the criminal activities his organization carried out. Which is why for years Don Vito was untouchable. When formulating the structure, the bosses aimed to be insulated from the crimes and activities they were involved in, so that it would seem to have no direct involvement or relation with the individuals committing these crimes. And so with the bosses seemingly untouchable, they are able to organize and manage their members' affairs without being at risk of directly being involved. And this also plays to why they were successful, as anyone within the organization that even had the thought of betrayal or turning to the police knew that it would be almost impossible to target or even reach the bosses. So with Vito having secured his grip on power, intricately organized his empire, and cemented his name as someone not to be trifled within the criminal underworld, it was now time to expand the empire.
What must be discovered? All action is reaction.
Just finance. Salud.
Following the Olive Oil War and the peace that had ensued, Vito began working on growing the empire and diversifying the family's sources of revenue. The Corleone family owned various legal and of course illegitimate businesses in which both generated a huge amount of income. But the Don concealed most of his business and investments, so that only 2 people really knew the extent of the family's wealth. Michael states in the novel how shocked he was at the extreme wealth the family possessed after he had began taking over the family.
Custom certified. Cara pembelian kereta yang terjamin. Muat turun aplikasikan som sekarang.
The family owned tremendously valuable real estate, entire office buildings, owned a major share of 2 Wall Street brokerage houses, even banks in Long Island, law firms, a trucking company, and a garment district. Not to mention the actual business of selling olive oil and other food supplies. Although these were mainly used as a front to hide and launder the family's other business operations, they themselves generated and were worth millions of dollars. The Don also owned a huge Corleone family compound. Not to mention that the meeting of the 5 families was held in an executive's conference room in a bank, in which the Don owned a part of and its president was indebted to them. However, the primary source of revenue for the family was gambling, bootlegging, and controlling the union. For context, in real life during Prohibition in the 1920s to the 1930s, it is estimated that the smuggling of liquor was a $3 billion industry at the time, which is the equivalent of $45 billion in terms of today's money.
Serenity.
In real life at that time, the infamous Al Capone was generating $100 million per year, in which in today would be worth about $1.5 billion. And in the world of the Godfather films, Vito would have a similar, if not larger portion of this industry, therefore making at least $2 billion per year. So in addition to all the other sources of revenue, the Corleone family must have been generating at least a few $100 million all the way to billions of dollars per year during its prominence. And it wouldn't be very far-fetched to say that Vito was a billionaire in today's terms. But with this immense wealth, Vito was buying something that very few have, but everyone craves, power and influence. Vito had no problem spending a large portion of his wealth in securing the loyalty of some extremely powerful people across the country, in which provide him with security and favors that no else could provide. He gave himself the advantage of building a network of people all across different industries and positions of government and power to then leverage to his favor and add to his control and influence.
The road is endless.
Like many others in the criminal world, after making a fortune from their illegal activities, they needed to set up funds to hid their newly founded wealth. And so, like many others, he had set up various shell companies, used other people's names, and used offshore banks. But his primary method of laundering his money, other than the methods mentioned and his various investments, was of course his olive oil company. And at the time, it was generating a considerable amount of revenue, and so was the perfect cover. We have an upcoming video where we go into depth on the true wealth of Vito Corleone as well as the Mafia in real life.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
So make sure you are subscribed and part of the Culture Mafia.
Destiny
and comment below
all.
how much you think the net worth of Don Vito and the Corleone family really was.
The stalwart flame flickers.
But money alone was not enough to maintain and grow his expanding empire. Vito utilized something more powerful than money. Something that even money is not strong enough to suppress.
In all things.
If your mid-tower could talk, it'd be pretty mad at you.
As the Corleone family empire grew, so did its responsibilities and members. Vito was now the head of a rapidly expanding empire that stretched from Sicily to New York, all the way to the West Coast. But in order to be able to control this vast empire, he needed to make sure he asserted his leadership and had his people's unwavering support and loyalty.
Radiant structures are fortified.
All action is reaction.
And one of the most powerful tools he used was fear. Vito knew how to balance the use of fear and persuasion perfectly. He shaped the dynamics of a negotiation so that his opposition would be terrified if he were to be on the Godfather's wrong side, but at the same time, could flourish and prosper if he would be in the Godfather's good graces. And Vito truly was fairly reasonable, especially compared to the other dons of his time. But that's not to say that Vito was all talk. In fact, he was one of the few people who was known to truly be a man of his word, so if he said something, you can bet that he will absolutely fulfill it. He always backed his words with action. In real life, fear was what held the mafia together. It was how the bosses asserted their dominance in their families to ensure that no one would betray them. They needed to make sure that their soldiers feared them more than anyone or anything else. And they enforced it ruthlessly. But where it really mattered most of the time, and where it was constantly enforced, was towards outsiders, who would become terrified of the mafia and gave in to their demands. What's interesting is that some people actually willingly partnered with these criminals and actually went to them rather than how usually it would seem that the mafia would target these people. And the reason for this was primarily protection and utilizing their connections, but as well as the fact that they were willing to go beyond the constraints of the law to get things done. But it was also fear that destroyed the mafia. And here's why.
To the fray.
Once everyone from the made men, all the way to the capos began to fear prison more than the retaliation of the family. It was the beginning of the end of La Cosa Nostra.
The enemy's top tower is falling.
Once Vito had established his name and reputation all across New York, it was time to expand further, sending emissaries all across the country, and even abroad, securing the loyalty of both extremely powerful individuals and organizations, but also the not-so-powerful organizations who would all owe the Don a favor. And this allowed him to grow his reputation and aura of power even further. Vito managed to maintain his reputation by actually fulfilling any promises and never backing down on a threat. He was truly a man of his word. People knew that if the Godfather said something, then he truly meant it, and it will happen. Which was extremely powerful, as it was rare to come across such an individual in the criminal underworld, where deceit and betrayal were extremely common. Always allowing opportunities were unavailable to anyone else, as people wanted to do business with him, both legal and illegal, as he offered them something no one else could. That was the power of having a great reputation in his world. Although he was not praised by everyone, some just saw him as a criminal fronting an image, so he wasn't universally regarded as a honest or reputable man. However, those who knew him or dealt with him witnessed who he truly was. As a leader, reputation is everything. It is the key that unlocks opportunities or wall that blocks them off. As stated in the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, reputation is the cornerstone of power. Through reputation alone you can intimidate and win. Once it slips, however, you are vulnerable and will be attacked on all sides. Make your reputation unassailable. Always be alert to potential attacks and thwart them before they happen.
No chance. Prepare for a lesson. Have you a light?
Gold and sweet.
On and on again. The scepter is far. Be well, be swift. Harmony must
Goodbye, Roshan! See you soon!
Burns immortal in me.
The way is clear. Wrapped in emerald fire.
Enemy's middle tower is no more!
Carry forth the flame.
Let him come on over to your middle tower!
Be wary. Flame lights the way. What dangers lie here? endless.
Your middle tower's under attack.
A journey without end. Prepare for a lesson. Have you a light? All paths find serenity. Fires. My image steps forth.
This is made carnage.
In small measures. It must be done. Fear not the forest. The stalwart flame flickers.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Destiny awaits us all. Come and be burned. Everything lies within nothing. I shall teach you. What must be discovered? None escape my fire. Never refuse gold given. Nope, my image steps forth. On attack. Balance in all things. 'Tis not yet time. Walk on warrior's way. Be well, be swift.
You ever been underneath this pit?
Hurry to the fray. Flame lights the
Laser beam!
Killing spree. Immortal.
Oh, but the flame protects me. My fire burns anew. Fear not the forest. What must be discovered? The stalwart flame flickers. The way is clear. No path, but ignite the flame god. Dies out.
My brush falters.
No substitute for a good blow.
Nothing doing till that's done. Your middle tower is under attack! Hello, top tower! Goodbye, top tower! If your mid tower could talk, it'd be pretty mad at you. And over here, we have your middle tower. Your top tower is under attack!
Come and be burned. A trial by fire. On, carry forth the flame. I need more time.
You even watching the top tower?
You face the flame. I am offered. Harmony must be earned.
They're trying to knock down your middle tower. Top tower needs some help.
Immortality.
Your top tower has fallen.
All action is reaction.
Your bottom tower's kind of bad. You and a couple of friends can probably stop that. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen. Dire structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. This is one of the things in the bad column. Your bottom tower is under attack.
All action. Flame lights the way. You have no chance. On and open forth. I am under attack.
Oh, are you not going to bed?
That makes two. Unstoppably scared out these thrice committed. Witness slaughter, all lives lost.
It was more of it.
Got one less middle tower now, by the way. Your middle barracks is fallen. Honestly, the opposite would have been a heck of a lot better. Your mid tower could talk. It'd be pretty mad. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower has fallen. What do you mean your bottom tower's gone? Your bottom barracks are under attack. You'll do something if you know what's good for you.
This hearth is welcome.
Your engine is under attack. The entire engine collapsed. All right. Whose pan is it? 5 seconds left. Yours. Seconds. 5 seconds left. Prepare for battle! Seconds to battle, but feel free to start killing before that. We're not snickers.
This bores me. Out from the arcanery.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for.
So begins The new age of knowledge. Mindfully. Knowledge is power. Denied. An honor. Demised. So it is said. Witness ravagers of armor and will. Over yon. The learned ones. I'm under attack! Who threatens my concentration? Avowedly.
The first to fall.
First blood?
I only see a crater.
No blood!
Unto battle! Such tea draw a spell I well remember. Hither I go. I'll keep it in mind. Tis tedious. Ill luck upon you. I'm well aware of it. My mind, behold! Exhaust Trionis! It's filled with speed. Away hence! Yes. Nigh unto death. Forthwith. Concentration. So moot it be. I'll not be interrupted. I'm under attack! As needs be, must. Exhort Trisolar! Well away. Oh, short-sighted of you. Concentration. Fine. The seeds of fortune. Such tedium. Arcana known only to me. From the great mystery. Avowedly.
Killing spree.
Next time to... Ooh, your bottom tower's kinda bad. Rally the troops and get over there!
Hearken unto me.
Dire structures are fortified.
Second thought.
Your bottom tower is under attack!
Mercury abounds. A rich tradition. Thus and so. Complex concepts. Celestial inferno. Well enlightened. Darkness and ignorance take you all.
Unthinkable. I'll tear you limb from limb. Missing top.
Killing spree.
To battle. New life will make its home amongst your bones.
The bliss of comprehension. So words of power. Double damage. Spherical sorcery. I proceed. Orbs light my path, and experience true swiftness. Known only to charming hex.
Your middle tower's under attack!
I'm well aware of it.
Double kill.
Sun will look upon you. From the great mystery.
Quite dangerous, this one.
The skies set you aflame.
Radiant called in the fortification! The enemy's top tower has fallen! Your middle tower is under attack! And over here we have your middle tower. Not being there no more.
Cool roots and love.
Mayhem.
Mindfully. I'll keep it in mind.
Your bottom tower is under attack!
This carnage, drawn from deep within, full of roots, feeble death on and dead. Voice Gaster's mandate of impetuous strife. I am committed.
Radiant fortified your structures. Pretty good move if you ask me.
Attack. Of course. So it is said.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Unto battle. Well-gotten gains. Away hence.
Coming.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I'll keep it in mind. Colosseum of Wexhort. Over yon.
Enemy's bottom tower's gone. Nice, right?
Unstoppably scary.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Hey, the enemy's top tower's gone. You done good.
In service to the realm.
Hey, you okay?
The spell I from naught.
The seeds of fortune.
Mindfully. Behold, drawn from deep within. Fine.
Killing spree.
Valkyrie abounds. Well away. Enlightenment stands just as men. Charming. Concentration. Knowledge is power.
Quite dangerous, this one. Double kill.
Learn in one strikes. Color's abyssal harvester. Orbs light my path. This bores me. Well-gotten Rex exhort! With unerring proficiency. I proceed.
This is mayhem.
The forest.
With speed. Yes. Thus and so. Ravagers of experience true swiftness. I am committed, arcane, known only to me. Of course. Avowedly. Thither I go. Double damage. 'Tis tedious. Exhort, quas exhort. Rich, pretty. I'm well aware of it.
enemy's top tower has fallen. How many of those things are there?
Who threatens my concentration? Vital mayhem! God brands of power. I proceed. Seal of Wexort. Bountiful. So it is said. Forge spirit. 'Tis tedious. Impetuous strife. I am committed. I'll keep it in mind. Elementals. I'll not be interrupted. Hearken unto me.
Invisibility.
Yes. Experience true swiftness. This bores me. Forge spirit. Insipid. Well away. Vex exhort. As needs be. Enlightenment is mine. Of course. I'm well aware of it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
这波不亏，666。
Hey, look at you! Knocking down that bottom tower!
Such teeth.
The enemy's bottom barracks is falling! Enemy's bottom barracks just took a dive! Exactly what you're supposed to do! Don't let them tell you different!
Unto battle! A charming hex. Mindfully. Away hence! Exhort, Quas exhort! Wexhort! Such tedium. Orbs light my path.
Well,
Elementals. athwart my path. My totality eclipses away hence. Fine. Drawn from deep within. Double dare plucked from experience true swiftness. An honor to fight me. I am committed. You dare fight me?
Startlingly scary. Double kill. What wicked slaughter! 3 slain.
Look, the enemy's attacking your middle tower. Don't let him do that! They're trying to knock down your middle tower. Guy's putting up a barricade. Your middle tower is under attack. You got one less middle tower now, by the way. You better poof on over to your bottom tower has fallen. That's the spirit. The losing spirit.
Fight me.
You better poof on over to your bottom tower.
I proceed.
Bountiful.
Experience true swiftness. Die unto death. Thus and so. Arcana known only to me. Geist of lethargy. Avowedly. So it is said. You should be more fully aware of the field of Wexalt. Concentration. Spirits, Vex, exhort. Yes. Unto battle! Cross vigorous! Threatens my concentration. Experience true swiftness.
Ocean has fallen to the tide.
Danger of death! Reckless health.
Quite dangerous, this one. Double kill.
Enlightenment stands ready. With speed. Field of Wexalt. The Merlin one strikes. Drawn from deep within. Over your pretty. Attack my mind. One of my favorites. Well away. Experience. Know only two fourth wing. I'm well aware of it.
They're all dead!
I'll keep it in mind. Forge spirit. Rex exalt. True arcanery thrives. Ah. Thither I go. Master's mandate of impetuous power. This will charming.
This is me!
A rich tradition. Thither I from behold. I am committed.
What are the games?
Sadron's protected.
Enemy's middle tower just turned into a pile of rocks.
Holy terror! They're all dead!
Mindfully. Fourth wing. I'm not interrupted. Arcanery thrives. I proceed with the Sphinx cross. Who does this to me? Your Halloween's most cunning fabrications.
Are you even watching the top tower?
Generation.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Away hence. Ghost walk. This will be.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
I'll keep it in mind. Straight up.
That makes two.
You come here to fight or dance with creeps? Eesh.
exort. Concentration. True pulse of lethargy. You dare fight me? My mark. Wars of Kronos, a rich tradition. I'm well aware of it. Double damage. We exhort, quas exhort. Monster's mandate of impetuous strife. Thus and so. Vex exhort. I'm now ready for incantation. Across my path.
Ocean has fallen to the tiles.
Such tedium. Illusion. Over yon. A spell line from the great mystery. Of Quas Wex Quas.
Oh, please stop.
Yes. Of course. Element and experience true swiftness. So it is said. Hither I go, a charming place.
Didn't see that coming.
Concentration.
Wave goodbye to the enemy's top barracks.
Extracted. Thought, zeal of Wexort. Mein Hund, Herods Hindergast. Over yon. Cyclone of love, straight behold. Sorcery irony is rich.
Radiant structures are Middle barracks has fallen.
Killing spree. That makes two.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
For the treasury.
Of course, augury abounds. True arcanery thrives. Thoughtful engagement. I proceed. A charming hex. Exhort! Unto battle! Words of power. I'll keep it in mind. So it is said. Harlex, Incanby, Halloween's most cunning fed one of my property. An incantation, wax, enlightenment, beholds, beholds, Hindergast. Witness true sorcery. I'm well aware of it. Augury about the errant, no matter. A charming hex. Quas vex quas. Avowedly. Vex exhort. Poet forge. Such
Killing spree.
My marquis of Wexhall is not under attack. 'Tis tedious. Well dotted hands. Pretty. Ill luck upon you. Such tedium. With speed. Forthwith. Over yon. Stands ready. From deep high unto spheres, in its true swiftness. Avowedly. Unto battle. Seed of Wexhall.
The seeds of fortune.
Hither I go.
I didn't want to be seen like this. Radiant agents, nothing but rubble. Dire, take it all the way.
I am the messenger of those.
There is purity in silence.
And their
5
best
seconds
hero.
left.
Wait, ain't that kind of cheap? Yeah, and effective. Seconds.
5 seconds left.
Seconds.
5 seconds left.
From the arcanery.
Fortune and glory await.
Of course.
Seconds to showtime! Oh, I see lots of good digging spots out there. What are we waiting for?
I am committed.
The battle begins!
So begins a new age of knowledge. Well away. I'll keep it in mind. Tis tedious. I'll not be interrupted. The profundities are all things fall. As needs be. Who threatens my concentration? Thus and so. I'm Colorway's most cunning exorts that I saw. An incantation, I proceed. I'm under attack! Away, Pos Frigoris! Concentration!
Someone's blood was drawn.
Knowledge is power! First blood! Have I got jigs on me chains? One of my favorites. Methinks you wanted that. Am I from naught? Mindfully. Yes. Hearken unto me. Exhort, quaff, exhort. The learned one speaks. Such admiration. Hail mindfully. Fight me. Words of power. Of course. Draw from deep exhort Trionis. An honor to fight me. Spherical sorcery. You dare fight me? Forthwith. This spell I will remember. Insipid. I'm under attack! I proceed. Orbs light my path. Thus and so. Enlightenment stands ready. Fight me. Deny. As needed. Protect and frisson. Volleys. Incantation of incineration. Well-informed spirit. You dare fight me? A rich tradition. Knowledge is power. Time is my arcane.
You'll always be my chum.
I'm well aware of it. Witness true sorcery. True arcanery thrives. Athwart my path. Concentration. Charming. Threatens my concentration. Such tedium. Rex, exhort! Attack! Same to me. What ravagers of armor and will! With speed. Master's mandate of impetuous strife! Unto battle! Nigh unto elementals. Seeds of Wexhort. Thither I go. Hearken unto me. cowardly. Exalted tradition. One of my favorites.
The top tower needs some help. What, not your job or something?
With forge spirit, I'm not ready. Vital attainment, as needs be. Mercury abounds. How cowardly. From the great mystery. I will not be interrupted. Thus and so. An honor to fight me from deep within. I'll keep it in mind. This bores me.
Your top tower is under attack. You gonna do something with that, or just sit there looking funny? Yeah, nothing to do until that's done.
With speed, spherical sorcery.
Look, the enemy's attacking your middle tower. Don't let him do that!
Hither I go.
Welcome back.
Is that more? Carnage. Mindfully.
Best thing about the enemy's top tower is it's gone.
Orbs light my path. Behold. Yes. My mind is my arcanery. Fine. Unto battle! Experience true swiftness! Of course. Such tedium. Not yet. Well-dotted gains. Austrians. Field of Wexhort. I proceed. Boots of travel, artillery thrives. 'Tis tedious,
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Dangerous, this one.
Who said
Dark
that
deeds
tower
was
could fall?
committed.
Be ravagers of armor and will. Concentration.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Cana, known only by
Enemy's middle tower just bit the dust. That'll
So
show
it
him.
is said.
Your top tower is under attack. Rally the troops and get over there.
Forthwith. I am committed. Coin for me. Well away. Away hence. one of my favorites. Experience true swiftness. I'm well aware of it. The learned ones. Let's exhort. With speed. I'm well aware of it. Spherical sorcery. Of course. Stand south to arcane.
Out of the vein.
Words of power. The Master's mandate.
Double kill.
Yourself in knowledge for all the golden scraps of honor with you. 5 incantations. Extracting stand ready. Wexhorn. Unto battle. Forthwith. Thus and so. As needs be.
Illusion.
Such tedium. Mercury abound. Elementals. A charming clarity. Away from the weight.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
An incantation. Cross. That's for me.
Unstoppably scary.
Over yon. Overcome most swiftness. So it is said. What behold? A spell I well remember. I proceed. Mercury abounds.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I slip from sight. Avowedly. Wex exalt. Wex. This bores me. One of my favorite mirrors, Hindergast. Mindfully. Light my path. Well away. Witness Harley's incantation of incineration. I'll keep it in mind.
They're trying to knock down your middle tower.
Enlightenment from the great. I'm a ghost walk. 'Tis tedious.
My favorite customer.
I'll keep it in mind.
Structures are fortified.
I'm under attack!
Enemy's middle tower is no more!
Quas Wex Quas! Wex Wex Exhort! Such tedium. Exhort Quas Exhort! Knowledge is power!
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen!
Charming Hex. Wex, Wex, Wex! My augury of a rich tradition. Geist of lethargy! Behold the incantation. Onset out! Crush rate! That's correct! Not so soon. The silence is broken!
Double kill.
All according to plan.
This one's called #1 Party Anthem, everybody. See around the flowers river, she left already on now. Leather jacket, collar, pop, dry, dancing, moving forward to strike. Sunglasses indoors, power for the cause, lights on the floors, and sweat on my road. The cages of gold. The sacrifice of fruit that you just swallow. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Number one, she's a certified reminder, knowing full well that I told. I may suggest that somewhere from
apabila anda tambah ke troli Lazada. Anda tambah senyuman ke hidup.
Roshan has
Tambah
fallen
ke
to
troli,
the fire.
tambah ke hidup.
Control battle.
Seperti Baby Gentle Wash dan Shampoo. Lembabkan dengan Daily Lotion dan lindungi bayi dengan Diaper Cream dengan Calendula Organik terpadu. Pemilihan sihat dan sewajarnya untuk
I'm no techno wizard or nothing. I think that player just disconnected.
Spherical sorcery.
5. Your bottom tower's kinda bad. Take it and defend that sucker. You mean your bottom tower's gone? Enemy's top tower exploded. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. The enemy's top barracks has fallen. They're trying to knock down your middle tower. Enemy's middle tower just turned into a middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has just ensued. The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen. Your mid tower is strong. It is the advantage you now have mega creeps.
Pinned your eyes like a demon. Fragile. My totality eclipses the cobra. Experience true swiftness.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Radiant victory!
When I lay down and I fall asleep, hope I might see you in my dreams. But it's been a few months since I seen you in one of these. Can't find where my faith is. I've been lost in this basement. Keep searching and searching. I must be looking in the wrong places. But tonight, I swear I never felt so close. Never felt so close. Cause tonight, I think I might have finally found what I needed most. Cause I met an angel, who told me she knew someone who looked just like me. So I asked her to tell her something for me. I said, hello, are you there? And if I told you the truth, would it be way too much to bear?
Insufficient balance, please stop it. Insufficient balance, please stop it. Insufficient balance, please stop it.
Just a facade that people want to see. If they took the time to look closely, I'm in agony. I'm in agony. I lay down and I fall asleep, hope I might see you in my dreams. But it's been a few months since I seen you in one of these. Can't find where my faith is, I've been lost in this basement. Keep searching and searching, I must be looking in the wrong places. But tonight, I swear I never felt so close. Never felt so close. Cause tonight, I think I might have finally found what I needed most. Cause I met an angel, who told me she knew someone who looked just like me. So I asked her to tell her something for me. I said, hello, are you there? And if I told you the truth, would it be way too much to bear? Cause how I feel is something no one knows. My heart broke speeding down that road. Can't stop bleeding, but I hide these holes. Just a facade that people want to see. If they took the time to look closely, I'm in agony. I'm in agony. Till I met an angel who told me she knew someone who looked just like me. So I asked her to tell her something for me.
Look sharp. Ha.
Insufficient balance, please top up. Insufficient balance, please top up. Insufficient balance, please top
I
up.
don't like my mind right now. Stacking up problems that are so unnecessary. Wish that I could slow things down. I wanna let go, but discomfort. And I drive myself crazy, thinking everything's about me. Yeah, I drive myself crazy, cause I can't escape the gravity. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding on to so much more than I can carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down. If I just let go, I'd be set free. Holding on.
Why is everything so heavy? You say that I'm paranoid, but I'm pretty sure the water's out to get me. It's not like I made the choice to let my mind stay so fucking messy. I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same. I know I'm not the center of the universe, but you keep spinning around me just the same. I'm holding on. Why is everything so heavy? Holding
carry. I keep dragging around what's bringing me down.
I will not hesitate. You will see less of me now, like a wisp. Don't blink or you'll miss me. Taken by surprise. Silence.
Your bottom tower, it's kind of bad.
You can't run from heaven.
Radiant called in the fortification. Your bottom tower was dangerous, this one.
Don't tell me. I'm a sight for sore eyes. Yes. In I go. They'll slip through their guard.
That feels better.
I'm easy to overlook, surreptitious. Turned your blade. In the blink of an eye. Sneaky. Slyly.
This is mayhem.
Have some blade. Look sharp. I am not ready.
Killing spree.
I'm soft on the eye. Yes. They see me not. Oh, yes. Nothing might be. Where falls my shadow, fells my blade.